funding. 98,000 is the measly help with the property insurance increase that they gave us. And then there's, the rest of that is related to the foundation amount increasing, but also increased enrollment that our funding is based on this year. So speaking of increased enrollment, we are down, but if I estimate what our average will be based on a 3/4 average, and today's enrollment number, it's only down about 16 students, even though right now today it's more than that. So hopefully we can build it back up and it won't impact funding too much.
So we're down 16 year over year?
So the way our funding is based is on the average of 3/4 ADM, average daily membership, over this school year. We've got Q1 is locked, Q2 is locked, and those Q1 was actually up about 20 students. Q2 was down about 20 students from our funding number, which was last year's 3/4 ADM average. And so if I used today's enrollment number as our Q3 average, and it will fluctuate up and down, we'd end up at 4,223, and right now this year we're funded at 4,239. So it's down a little bit. It still has the potential to come up if we get more students enrolled, but it's not going to be down as much as if they locked it today, if it was today's enrollment number.
Just because we're doing it on the 3/4 average.
Right.
It seems like.
For the next meeting, see if we can identify where these kids are. I mean, are we losing them because some policies that we have that maybe is our vape policy something that's making kids drop out, or is it, see if we can identify some of these things where we're at. So we can figure out.
I can speak up a little bit to that because of what it seems like most of these are coming from the high school. And so I've met with their administrators to make them aware of the kids leaving. And so they seem to think that it may be policy related. So I had Ms. Holloman ran a report to show every kid that's homeschooled this school year, sent them that list, and they're going through to make notes along with kids that decide to homeschool from here going forward, making notes as far as why are they homeschooling. And so once they're able to kind of compile that data and put some notes in there, and we can actually have evidence of a reason, or if we can identify something, then our plan was to bring that to you guys to say, hey, this is hurting us. It's costing us to lose kids. The hard data shows it cost us.
So down 16 students would be $125,000.
Right. But if we said, hey, 25 students moved out for this reason, and it's related to this, is there something we can do about this? Then we would bring that to you guys. But right now we're trying to identify exactly what it is.
I wonder if other schools, because it just feels like we're growing as a city, East End and Sheridan, and it just seems like we should be growing and going the other way. So I wonder if other schools are losing kids to homeschool too.
I don't know. I know. I think
Not just homeschool.
Yeah.
Virtual is a big deal right now.
That's right.
You know, if your kid wants to work, I mean, I have a great friend that her kid, he wants to, redo houses, and he's 18, and he can go to school, or virtual Arkansas, and so I think that's happening a lot with our kids.
And I asked this of Jared several times. Can we not have a virtual option here, like I don't know, it could be under the same LEA or like an magnet, which is a virtual option, so that we get some of these kids that are leaving to go homeschool or whatever, or this type of kid.
Yeah. Mr. Wolf and I have actually discussed that, and we're working through some plans as far as what that might look like. Many schools operate something similar to that under their ALE, they may not get full ALE funding for that particular student, because I think the rules now say that a student has to be at school 20% of the time to get ALE funding. It used to not be that way. However, that's not really the point. The point is to keep them enrolled with us so that we can oversee their education and we can take some responsibility for their education as opposed to
Yeah,
homeschool.
okay.
We'll look into it more, because we want to know, last count I got, I thought there was at least 40 from the high school, is that correct?
Yeah, just looking, I met with the high school, it's probably a couple weeks ago now, 2 or 3 weeks ago. And at that time, from August 1 to when I met with them was 44 students. So again, just trying to identify why, exactly what you're saying, why are they leaving, where are they going? Are they going homeschool, are they going virtual, are they leaving to go to, Whitehall or Cohen or Benton or
If
Fort
they did
Knox?
that, they would have to do a legal transfer, so
Wherever.
I don't think that's what, I mean,
Right.
we would see that,
Right, well, I want some
yeah. I
hard
got you.
evidence as to why.
Okay, I kinda sidetracked, I'm sorry.
You're fine. I brought it up. Okay, the next one, property tax, as I warned you, not to get